Yo guys, welcome back. And today we're just gonna actually get straight into the video. But I just want to say what it is. We're at VidCon right now, and it's where all YouTubers go here. And I've actually done a similar video here. And I'm going to see the Odd Ones Out, and you might know him. He's quite popular as well. But I'm going to see him. You know, I got my badge as well. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit, guys. Don't know if you can hear me very well, but this is what we got. Then a t-shirt, the 2 posters for me and Mo. Just wanna feel your skin on my 5 minutes to go, guys, and then it's coming on.
Hi, my name is Tom, and I am not an animator. Thank you. However, people often assume I am because I make a lot of cartoony things on my channel, and that's why I was put in this panel, and that's why all the animators in this panel suggest I be the moderator of this panel instead of someone on it. I would like to introduce to the stage my lovely panelists for today, Rebecca Parham. This is fun. Hi everyone, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I didn't organize this event, but I appreciate it. Just a little heads up, we are taking questions with the hashtag VidConLuden animators. So VidConLuden animators, type that in if you can, and throw us some questions. I've been reading through them. I will say a lot of them are garbage, hot, steamy garbage, but I will filter through them and pass them on to these guys. So let's start off with a really easy one, gang.
What's your favorite color? Okay.
How? You know what, James? I'm the moderator of this panel. I don't need your answer. What got your start into animation? Like, were you doing other art forms before, or was it just animation from the get-go? Rebecca.
Well, the initial spark came when I was very, very young, like 4 or 5 years old, but I never really pursued animation. It was kind of always an afterthought in the back of my head for the majority of my life. And I was really involved in theater, musical theater, originally wanted to be on Broadway, that kind of thing. And then in college, I decided, hey, I think I'm gonna switch over to animation. So I actually went to animation school, got my...
Not pay attention to the teachers, and that became like my thing. I was the comic kid. And then for my 16th birthday, I got a drawing tablet, and then I started making comics online, and I just sort of grew an audience from there. And then in 2014, I transitioned over to YouTube, and then people kept asking me when the next video was, not when the next comic was, so I sort of spent all my time doing YouTube videos, and now it's 2019. Oh, also I dropped out of college.
Somewhere in the middle there.
So people ask me what I majored in, because they think it was something artsy and that's what they want to do, but I actually majored in math education. Woo! Because I wanted to be a math teacher for some reason, and then when I was able to make a living and support myself out of YouTube, I just called up my parents one day and I said, hey, I'm like not going to classes because I would rather be making YouTube videos and earning money than not doing that. So they said, okay, you can drop out. And then I moved back in with my parents, but then I moved out again. So now we're at 2019, and that was my life story. So. Animation, you have to redraw the person over and over again, and it is very tedious. But another thing that I found I was drawing some cartoons, as I do, and I was coloring them, and I was just thinking that how monotonous it was, and how that, it's like, why am I spending so much time like coloring this? I could probably get other people to color it for me, and then I can save a lot of time, just teach them. So I've brought on a team of people that helps color and do backgrounds, that, and also doing some other animated frame-by-frame stuff. And I know not everyone here has a team, but that is a way that I can save time by getting people to do the stuff that is tedious, you know, that other people can. Just having a team of people is what I.
And it's still your creative
Yes.
vision, right?
Yes.
And that's because you're acting as a director in that position, and that's what directors do: is they direct the visual style and they direct the audience's eye. So it's still your vision, even though James and Jada have staff. So yeah.
That's just to get videos out quicker, because otherwise they would take years to make a video. Yeah.
Yeah. The stuff.
It actually takes longer than a month for a video to be done. So I'm trying out this new thing where I'm like juggling 2 videos at once. So while I'm working on a video, I'll write up a script, record the audio, and then edit the audio. Well, I get someone else to edit the anyway. And then while I'm working on another video, I get some storyboarders to storyboard out the video, and then I'll also do some of the storyboards. And then I'll like tell the storyboarders like, no, I don't like this, or yes, I do like this. And then while also I'm still working on a video, then I'll get some background artists to start making the backgrounds, and then hopefully I'll have that video finished, and then I can start working on the next video, and then while I'm doing that, start writing the script up for the next video. It's just, and so it just takes a lot of time, and then I draw the pictures. So it's like it's script, audio, storyboard, backgrounds, characters, upload.
So is it roughly, what does that make it, 3 videos roughly in production?
No, it's like 2.
Okay.
So it's like I finish one, then I have another one, then when I finish one, then I'm like halfway through the next one. So, yeah.
So for what I do...
But the question is, what do you use to animate? And I think when people say that, they're looking for you to tell them what program you asked to make your cartoons for you. But like, what programs do you guys personally use on your computer machines to get through your projects?
Adobe Animate.
Well, okay, I was going to explain something a little bit longer, but here's a little tip for all of the people that are trying to learn. You can find a lot of information about what a YouTuber does in their About page or their frequently asked question page. Okay. Well, so it's just, I get asked this a lot, and I'm just like, check my About page. So Tom, remember how you said that you animated in PowerPoint? It's kind of what I do. I draw everything out in this one program called KSI, and then animate it, and then in Adobe Premiere. So it's very much still a slideshow, and everyone else uses Flash, which is the more proper animation program. So that is what I would recommend. It would be Flash, not what I use.
It's not the tool, it's the end product.
Exactly. That's another thing, is that people always think that like, oh, I need the same equipment that this person uses because that will make my videos better. It's like, it's not, the equipment we use isn't what makes the videos good. It's like it's us that make the videos good.
It's like if you have a calculator, like you could use the most rinky-dink calculator to do anything, but if you have like a giant scientific calculator, but you don't know any of the functions, it's like, nah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, speaking of, getting a start and people thinking they need the same equipment as you to make videos, that's always something that's really never been true. By the time you're watching us, the technology has already advanced enough that the stuff that you can start on is better than any of us had. So it's like, while you can't recommend any particular programs to people beginning, it is go down the line and just throw out a little something for each person in this audience who, what would you like to say to them if they want to be you? Well, one, don't be them, be you. But if they want to do it, I know we kind of touched on this, but is there anything that you'd like to pass on to the youth and hairy old among us?
Okay, well, I just want to say that I truly believe that anyone in this audience can be a YouTuber. There's not some secret ingredient. It's if you just have the determination and the time, I guess, then anyone can make YouTube videos and grow an audience, and any single one of you can be up on this stage. I'm next to Tom.
Well,
Yeah, if you want to do something, just do it, kind of thing.
Shia LaBeouf it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Sounds cliche, but that's all we got.
Yeah, it sounds very generic, and anyone could be saying this, but it's also because it's true. Like,
Yeah.
you could say it to yourself, and it's, yeah.
Get a mirror.
Guys, we have one more thing to go to, and I think the odd ones out there is again, and then also KSI. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So I'll see you there.
Okay.
Everyone come out.
So I just left you guys
The drama. So welcome everyone to the Art of Collabs. We're here to talk about the...
I guess for me, Ryan Higa, that was an interesting collab. I pretty much just asked him, can I collab? And he said yes. So, yeah. Obviously it was an interesting video, but yeah, I enjoyed doing it. So, yeah.
I think favorite collab was, I was lucky enough to...
It's with a channel called How It Should Have Ended, and they did a bunch of like movie parodies, and there are animated, and it was really cool because I'd been watching them before I even started doing YouTube, and then they reached out to me saying, hey, do you want to be a character in one of our videos? And I was like, okay, and so I just sent them some audio, and now I'm in the How It Should Have Ended video, so that was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
18 plus collab soon.
Oh no!
Are you referring to that in VR as well?
Yeah.
Wait. What's going on there, man?
No, I mean, it's
Quick to
all
get
your
it.
imagination, isn't it? But yeah, no, we're in an amazing space where we can pretty much do whatever we want. So, yeah, like, YouTube's a broad place. Pretty much just do whatever you guys want. So,
That's
have a way.
That's what makes it cool, isn't it? It's not like that much of a, I mean, it obviously is becoming a very professional industry, but it's still actual people who are YouTubers, so you can reach out to someone as an individual and collaborate with them as opposed to having to go through a long process of agents and blah blah blah. I still feel like with YouTube you can still reach out person to person, which is very cool, and that is why it's growing as much as it is and why it's so popular.
And what's cool is the distances as well. Like you were saying with animation, you can just get someone's voice from wherever in the world, really. And I did that with, I made a video called Anxious, which was like a sort of 2D, 3D animation mashup over spoken word.
Guys, that's it for the video, and yeah, it was really fun actually, and I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to comment, like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So I'll see you next time. See ya!